Hello, we are the VSTS Team B, presenting InnoFlow, the brand new VSTS ecosystem for both students and teaching staff. Enjoy! Before we start, it's important to note that InnoFlow comprises 4 independently working components: a VSTS extension, a Visual Studio extension, a Chrome extension, as well as a RESTful API which interacts with various VSTS APIs to extract user and project-related VSTS data, but more importantly provides communication data endpoints for each extension component of the system. In this video, the main focus is to present the functionalities of each extension component, therefore showcasing how InnoFlow can support CS students and teaching staff in their daily lives. This is the InnoFlow VSTS extension home screen from which authorized students and teaching staff can interact with the system. Access to VSTS managed data about projects and users requires additional authentication. However, InnoFlow concepts such as classes can still function separately. Let's see how a class is created. To create a class, a user has to provide basic module details. Similar to Moodle, the code and enrollment key information can then later be used by students to enroll their VSTS projects into that particular class. Additionally, a user can add admins, which gives them permissions to access and overlook the class. Once created, the user can access it anytime underneath the Classes tab. As you can see, the created class metrics on projects are currently missing as no projects have been enrolled yet. Don't worry, we will show an example class at the end of this video. Next, we add a VSTS project to the just created class. Note that the user can only enroll VSTS project he or she owns. This is demonstrated in the video as the user can only select Snap Pro or WordShare, however not other projects the user is just a member of. Once enrolled, any member of the project is granted access. Each project illustrates its current metrics, all current commits, as well as any ongoing code review discussions. Again, we will show an example project at the end of this video. Commit monitoring is a fundamental part of tracking a project. Our next feature demonstrates the power of VSTS webhooks, which allow us to receive new commits in almost real time. As you can see in the video, we deliberately make a commit to the previously enrolled Snap Pro project. Next, we demonstrate on how to create a code review within the context of a project. Firstly, you specify a title and a message, followed by selecting the commits that are relevant for the code review discussion. Once created, any member of the project, as well as any admin of the class the project is enrolled with, can provide feedback to the code review. Here we demonstrate InnoFlow having been applied to itself, producing insights from real data and highlighting how parts of project tracking are able to function retrospectively. This time you can clearly see the differences in contributions for each metric and how this can facilitate teaching staff members in assessing students. Similarly, we demonstrate what a real class might look like once projects have been enrolled. Again, this can really benefit teaching staff members to see the differences in project performances. To avoid confusion, here's a table explaining each metric in detail. At the individual level, each metric is zero-sum to avoid collusion within the team. On the project level, the code review and feedback metric represents the total amount of code reviews and feedbacks, whereas the commit balance is the average commit balance of all team members. On the class level, each metric takes the average across all projects. Lastly, we showcase how students can use InnoFlow as a platform for their most innovative work. By installing InnoFlow's Visual Studio code extension, the user can highlight, comment, and submit code snippets without ever leaving the editor. Users can then view their submissions as part of the InnoFlow VSTS extension underneath the Innovations tab. More importantly, employers and others can search for InnoFlow users via the InnoFlow API, allowing them to view users' innovative work. The InnoFlow Chrome extension demonstrates this exact functionality.